Alrighty, another episode of A Beard and a Beer, and this time we have Old Chub. This is a Scotch ale from the Oscar Blues Brewery in Colorado. However, my can seems to be from their new brewery in Brevard, North Carolina. So as we take a look here at the beautiful little can, you see, well, for one, it's a Scotch ale, or a wee heavy, as Beer Advocate states it as. I love that second name. This comes in at an ABV of 8.0. And as we're getting away here from the pretty can, we're going to see the color has this nice caramel kind of copper toffee kind of color with a thin off-white head. Beer Advocate gives this an astounding rating of 90. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what she's like. Alrighty guys, Beard and a Beer here again. As you can see, we're finally back indoors. It is getting way too warm outside now. It's like winter never even happened. So yeah, Old Chub, as you noticed in the beginning. Scotch ale brewed and canned by Oscar Blues Brewery, 8% ABV. Look at this color. Nice. Copper, dark caramel. Very dark caramel copper color. Thin head. The head was about maybe half an inch. And it just went away. Spin a little bit if I want. Aerate just a bit and it'll start to come back. Let's go ahead and sniff this. Actually, before I do that, there was a friend of mine, Lappy, I believe it was you that did tell me about Old Chub, and he said that the word on the street, at least about Old Chub, is that it's pure biscuit. Let's see about that. So I decided to see if I had it nearby. I found it. Let's have a sniff. Oh, I get some sweetness there. Definitely caramel. Wow. Caramel. Hold on. Oh, smoky. Oh my God, that was almost like bacon. What was that? Hold on, I'm going to have fun with this. Maybe that's the biscuit I'm getting. It almost makes me think of some kind of Irish breakfast. And it's Scotch ale. I know I shouldn't say that. At least the style is. But just like a meaty breakfast and maybe biscuits off to the side. Oh my God, imagine having this for breakfast with a meaty breakfast. Anyway, so let's get to the sip. All right, fine. I'm going to smell it one more time because I want to see what this is. Oh, man. Yeah, the malt, kind of smoky, almost nutty. Yeah, sure, I can go with biscuit. But it's this roasty smokiness I just got. Let's see what my palate tells me. Lighter than I expected. It kind of dissipates immediately, and that biscuit thing is trying to make sense. But there's also sweetness that I didn't expect. However, I did have the Skull Splitter Scotch ale, and inherently it seems that Scotch ales tend to have a little sweetness that I wasn't quite aware of. Let's go ahead and see what else I get. But maltiness, caramel for sure, maybe some toffee notes. But sometimes, the caramel and toffee kind of go, kind of hand in hand. Let's see what else I get. A little bit of burnt sugar, that's what I'm tasting. Wow, it's very deceiving. It's a lot lighter on the mouth, on my palate, than it appears to be. Than the smell makes it out to be, than the appearance makes it out to be. But it's very pleasant. The sweetness doesn't linger for long. It's not overly sweet. I had an issue with that with Castile, 2-3 reviews ago. And it's not a bad beer. That wasn't a bad beer, but it was overly sweet, at least for me. It doesn't linger too much. As I said, it's a lot more mild than it appears to be. It's deceiving. And it goes down. Okay, now I feel the alcohol. There's the 8.0 ABV. And it's always a couple sips later where you start to feel it down your throat. Slight warming sensation, not a burn. I've had some beers where I did get a burn because they were like 11-12%. But even some of those, it depends on the flavor profile. Sometimes the alcohol doesn't immediately stand out. But this one, I do feel it down the throat. Nice warming sensation, very pleasant. I like it. I normally say that if a beer is a daily drinker in my mind, trying it for the first time, I wouldn't say this would be a daily drinker for me, but I can see myself having a couple of these, but not just, a daily kind of drinker. I would probably want to have this several times a week. Maybe, if I have variety, I maybe have this once a week and then something else another day. But the sweetness is good. It's a nice balance of flavors. I'll agree with the biscuity. I'm not going to say it's overly biscuity. Very caramel, malty, not overly Strong on the malt, roasted malt, but the caramel really comes through. Sweetness is there. A little bit of nutty roastiness. That's the best way I can describe it. And it's actually very pleasant. This is actually, I think this is better than the Skull Splitter for me. I don't think Skull Splitter was all that entertaining. I don't know. I had several of those Skull Splitters that night. Maybe that's why I don't remember. But yeah, Old Chub, yeah, there's a winner in my book, definitely. Old Chub Scotch Ale. It's like Sputnik. Isn't Sputnik a Russian satellite? I don't know what they're referring to. But let's see. So yeah, out of Brevard, North Carolina. Probably said it in the intro anyway. But yeah, I would definitely get this again. So, mouthfeel. Oh, can't forget about that. Definitely a medium beer. I don't want to say, no, I'll definitely go with medium, flat out medium. Not a very heavy beer. Maybe it'll appear a little heavier because of the alcohol content, but it dissipates rather quick. The warming sensation in the throat kind of lingers just for a little bit, but it's not overwhelming. I still feel it a little bit. Bitterness, at least I don't really catch it. But overall flavor profile is good. Very pleasant beer. As I said, I can have several of these. I wouldn't be drinking it every day. I'd like some variety. But definitely, this is not a bad beer at all. So guys, remember, leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video. If maybe you've had this before, tell me what you think. If you've already had this, please let me know what you thought. And as I said, I never really rate beers. I say, hey, this is a winner in my book. I'll certainly drink this again. That's enough for me. I'm not going to give it an 8, a 9, or a 10. That's up to you. You rate it whatever you want. If it sounds like something you want to drink, give it a try, and let me know what you thought of it. Guys, sub, like, let me know what you thought of it, and cheers.